We're here in Atlanta for the premiere of LA92. So this story goes back to another generation almost. What inspired you guys to bring this story to light now?
Well, the 25th anniversary of the civil unrest was coming up, which spurred us to be thinking about it, and along with our producers, it didn't take much for us to understand the relevance that it had with what was happening in our country currently. And so, we began researching, looking at the events that had unfolded and the eerie similarities between that and now, motivated us to dive into the film. And I think as we made the film, we discovered more and more why it was so relevant. And I think when you see the film, you'll understand.
Right. And you touched on the similarities about now and what was happening in 1992. There's a generation that doesn't know a lot about what happened back then. What are you hoping they get out of this film?
Well, we approached the film by doing it archive only, so there's no narration, there's no interviews. It's literally radio, broadcast, raw footage that was never broadcast, citizen journalism, and I think the intention for us is by removing that analysis is you can actually re-experience and re-engage with it on a more experiential level. So the hope for younger generations is maybe it inspires them to look into greater detail and do their own research on their own. For us, it would be irresponsible to say, here's the full analysis of the events in 90 minutes. That's not the time for that. But what we can do is create an emotional experience that hopefully can engage you through empathy. And through empathy, maybe it opens up your mind a little bit more in terms of how you actually deconstruct those events moving forward.
Absolutely. And this isn't the typical National Geographic type film.
Yeah.
What brought them on board?
Well, so National Geographic has endeavored into feature-length theatrical documentaries, and this is actually one of the first that they'll be doing. They have a real commitment to making films that are socially relevant, but that are also exploring, humanity and what we are as a world. And we were just very excited to be one of the first projects that they're doing in this capacity, and I think people can, expect to see more and more from them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both so much. I cannot wait to see this film. Yeah. It looks like a gripping telling of what happened, so I'm very excited.
I want to hear what you have to say afterwards.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Even if you hate it.
No. I'm going to watch it with great intent.
We're southbound on Paxton. There appears to be 3 male blacks in the vehicle. It's a white Hyundai, I believe.
At any time during this evening, did it go through your mind that this was not a human being that you were beating?
The police approach black men as criminals first and citizens second.
Tonight, we must tell our children that for African American children and adults, freedom is not yet a reality in the United States.
If they cannot get a conviction with the Rodney King video available, there can be no justice in America.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
Today, this jury told the world that what we all saw wasn't a crime.
We have to show Los Angeles that we are resilient.
There's been a mini riot at this location.
Our people have suffered not only civil rights, but the right to be a human being. How many more Rodney King does it have to be?
Now they're pulling the driver out. They're beating the driver.
Oh my God. How much worse does it need to get?
Proclamation of a state of emergency for Los Angeles City.
We have no police support whatsoever.
This is not fair! This is not fair! It's not right what y'all do! It's not right!
I will use whatever force is necessary to restore order.
Folks, you're on your own down there.